Hi, I'm Heather Dawson. Well, every week on our show, we bring you the best of California. So let's start off with a tour of headlines that made news around the state. Los Angeles, 50,000 residents get ready for Big Sunday by working on volunteer projects that include donating food, caring for animals, removing litter, and renovating buildings in the Southland. San Diego, surfers may comprise the next wave of doctoral candidates. The physics of surfing is a one-unit class at UCSD. San Luis Obispo, $200,000 remote-controlled helicopters have been donated to Cal Poly, which will help students monitor geographic areas from the air. Paris, the foreclosure market in Riverside County has prompted the city to hire a contractor to disguise dead grass with green paint.
It's that time of year again, time for back-to-school shopping. In addition to number 2 pencils and 3-ring binders, technology has now become a must-have. When it comes to buying something like a laptop, tech expert Mario Armstrong says it's important to shop around.
Make sure that the laptop has the power that they're going to really need, and if it's got the right weight, or if it has all the insides that you need for that laptop to be around for the next few years, so you're not buying another one.
Armstrong also recommends asking about educational discounts and bundled deals.
One of the ones you should be looking at is happening at Office Depot and Office Max stores. It's a Dell laptop bundle deal where you get the Dell 15-inch Inspiron with touchscreen, AMD A8 processor, 6 gigs of memory, a terabyte of hard drive space. So it's an awesome laptop to get all the work done, and then the bundle begins. You get the Microsoft Office 365 software, as well as McAfee Internet Security for all that virus protection, and you get a Microsoft wireless mouse, all of that bundled together for the low cost of $399. That's a $330 savings.
And they'll even throw in a free upgrade to Windows 10.
Right at the store on qualified devices, so they'll take care of you there.
When it comes to taking care of your peace of mind and your wallet, Armstrong recommends buying your student an unlocked cell phone like the Idol 3 from Alcatel One Touch.
You can use it on different service providers, and it's loaded with features. A crisp 5.5 Full HD display with Technicolor enhanced technology, dual front-facing speakers from JBL, you got a 13 megapixel camera on the back and 8 megapixel wide-angle camera on the front, all for under $250 with no lengthy contract.
For the younger set, educational toys like Technic from Lego can really help make learning fun.
You're basically designing objects that mimic real-world movements. So as you can see, the 3-blade propeller here, I can actually see the pistons and engine on the inside. I can actually see movement from the joystick. All of that is getting kids to think about problem solving and prototyping and creating in a much different way.
And with these programmable robots from Dash and Dot being used in hundreds of classrooms across the country, kids can also learn about coding.
You use your Android or Apple devices with free software, 4 different apps. You start dragging and dropping different commands onto the screen, and then your robot mimics those commands. There's also a new app that was newly launched called Blockly, and this app has never-ending puzzles and games that kids can play.
Now, if you could just get them to clean up their room. Bringing you the best for back to school, I'm Audra Stafford for California Life.
I'm sure you're aware of the financial troubles of the big 3 automakers. In fact, General Motors is even selling vintage cars to help pay the bills. Well, they might need to come knocking on the door of a business right here in California. Paul Higgins takes us to Family Classic Cars in San Juan Capistrano.
Whether it be a 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO in perfect condition or a 1967 Chevrolet El Camino, here at Family Classic Cars, they have everything classic.
In just 4 short years, Family Classic Cars has built a showroom of showrooms when it comes to vintage automobiles. In a comfortable setting in San Juan Capistrano, Family Classic Cars feels like a chapter out of automobile history. Whether you are a car buff or not, you will find a story and a unique timeline behind every vehicle.
This vintage classic weighs in just under 2,000 pounds and it has 442 horsepower. The body of this Cobra is hand-hammered aluminum and the chassis is stainless steel below this. It's an absolutely beautiful car, a great car for a Sunday afternoon drive up and down Coast Highway.
Family Classic Cars came about out of one man's passion. Mark Spazzeri, owner of Family Toyota and Family Honda, started collecting these gems one by one.
Started as just a few cars that I had myself and used to park them in front of the dealerships, and customers would come by and they had to have them. So we started adding cars and people started coming, and it's the fun back in the car business again.
If you think real estate in Southern California has been a good investment, the same can be said for classic cars. When the team at Family discovers the right car, how do they know how much to pay for it?
That's the secret. You don't know. You get it if it looks good. If it's the right car, you can almost not pay too much for the right car because it's always going to have a value. When a customer comes in and buys it, they know if it's got the right look. 2 years from now, they're going to be able to sell it. 3 years from now, hopefully they'll keep them forever, but people turn them.
He's long and lean, and he cruises real low. That's my V12 Cadillac. You know he's on the go.
Rumor has it that this 1950 Cadillac, which Family Classic just picked up from New York, was fished out of a river in New Jersey and then totally restored. Since it's been restored, it's won numerous awards, and you can tell by the look of it. Okay, so you come into Family Classic Cars, you get one choice. Would it be this 1950 Cadillac in perfect condition? Or, if you want to go a little faster, this 2002 Ferrari GT Spider. Remember, you got one choice.
Yes, I recall as a kid playing with my Matchbox cars. It broke my heart when I would lose one. I can't imagine giving up the real thing.
Well, I suffer over selling all of them. You know, as they all go, a little piece of you goes with them. But there's a couple cars that are emotional that I've had for a long time. I have a Pantera, 73 Pantera, that not the most expensive car in here, but just it's the right one. I bought a Ford GT40 this year that I'll probably pass on in the family. I just love the car. So there's a handful of them.
Family Classic Cars approaches their craft with utmost professionalism. Every car on the showroom floor is not there just to fill up space. Each vehicle is special, and if not ready to roll, it's not going to show.
Cars that are on the showroom are done. We do have other cars that are in progress that we're working on. We do have some back in our warehouse that are not perfect, but if they hit the showroom, they're perfect. We don't want to represent that car anything but that on our showroom floor.
Visiting Family Classic Cars offers an experience whether you're in the market or just looking.
Well, it's now 40,000 square feet of cars here, so it's more of a gallery than it is a sales showroom. And people come in, we get lots of traffic. People just come in and look at cars as if they're pieces of art. And people come in and look at them and leave, and they just come in and visit. And it's a very comfortable showroom. No pressure to buy anything. Just come in and enjoy them.
Family Classic Cars is now in their new location in San Juan Capistrano on Camino Capistrano Road. But if you can't get here in person, no worry. All you have to do is go to the internet, familyclassiccars.com.
Coming up, our next guest is going to share some inside information that anyone looking to protect their assets can't afford to miss.
I'm Audra Stafford, just horsing around with one of the stars of Tangled the musical here at the Disney Cruise Line rehearsal facility in Toronto. Coming up, I'm going to take you behind the scenes of this brand new show.
Founded by Jacques Lubin and his partners in 1990, Inkplan USA has helped thousands of entrepreneurs to form legal entities throughout the world. Our clients have also made productive use of the various services that we offer: initial company registrations, bank consulting, virtual office services, and more. Inkplan's clientele continues to grow primarily from customer referrals. We are affiliated with Corporate Holding Services, a highly respected Delaware firm that advises large U.S. and international corporations.
Have you ever wanted to be a mermaid? Check out The Two Tails, a company specializing in mermaid tails of various colors, from deep sea blue to shimmering white. Not just tails, but accessories, wall clocks, swimsuits, and mermaid hair. Tails are made of spandex nylon and fitted with a monofin, so it can propel you through the water like a real mermaid. Because they're made with so much stretch, they're one size fits most. Check out thetwotails.com and be the mermaid you've always dreamed of.
Plan your next stay in beautiful Mission Bay at the Catamaran or Bahia resorts. Just minutes away from SeaWorld and the San Diego Zoo, the Catamaran and Bahia are the perfect spots for your family vacation or romantic getaway. Enjoy a barbecue on the beach, Hawaiian luau, or Brazilian carnival. And hop on board the hotel's Mississippi-style sternwheeler for a sunset cruise on Mission Bay. Visit catamaranresort.com or bahiahotel.com to book your stay now.
California Life brings you the best of California. I'm Heather Dawson, the host of California Life. Tune in to California Life in your city or watch us online at californialifehd.com. Today's profile guest is a business expert who earned his graduate degree from Columbia and has lectured at the renowned Wharton School of Finance. He's here to give some invaluable advice to small business owners and entrepreneurs, and I'm pleased to introduce our guest, Jacques Lubin.
Hi, how are you?
Great, how are you?
Great.
This, I think, is a very important topic, especially in today's times. People that want to incorporate their business. Why do you tell somebody it's a good thing to incorporate?
Well, I mean, basically, there are three important reasons to incorporate your business. The first one is that when you go out into the world and you try to develop your business and meet people, whether it's customers or suppliers or banks, you want to present yourself as the president of your company. So when you set up a corporation, you are the president of your company, and it gives you a certain amount of stature to go out in the world in that capacity. The second thing that's terribly important is we live in a society where it's what they call litigious. People are constantly suing each other. So over time, as you become more successful, unfortunately, one of the negative byproducts is that sometimes people want to sue you. When you are incorporated, what you've effectively done is you've separated your personal assets from your business assets. It's extremely important. If someone sues you, you don't want to lose your house. You don't want to lose your retirement assets or your automobiles. You want to keep those separate from the business. So a corporation just domiciles your business, and it keeps it separate from your personal assets in case there's a lawsuit. The other important reason to incorporate is that with proper tax planning, anyone who has a business that's incorporated over time, legally, will pay less taxes than someone who works for themselves. For example, when you have your own business, you have all kinds of legitimate tax deductions that reduce your income and thereby reduce your taxes. So those are the three major reasons why people set up corporations. And it's very important to do that. Now, there are also people who set up what are called limited liability companies for businesses that are primarily in the real estate business. And when people call us, we explain the differences. But those are the two basic concepts. You set up a corporation or a limited liability company, otherwise known as an LLC, and you get the benefits of prestige, asset protection, and lower taxes.
Now, is this expensive?
It doesn't have to be. We set up thousands of companies for people all over the world, not just in the United States. And to the extent that we're very specialized in it, we don't make it expensive because it's what we do for a living. And people come to us and we have a basic set of questions that we ask them about what their business is going to do, what they want to call it, who the directors and shareholders of the business are going to be, and we take care of it from there. It's sort of like not wanting to prepare your own taxes. You could do it, but why learn how to do your own taxes when you can get a perfectly competent tax preparer to do it for you? It's the same thing with setting up a company. You want to go to somebody who is a professional in that area.
Well, anybody that wants to start their own business, they want to succeed. So what are some of the keys to succeed?
The keys to succeed are to believe in yourself, to know that what you do, you're going to do well, whether it's an electrician, a plumber, a chemist, whatever it is you do, make sure you're good at that business. And in many cases, people have done that work working for other people. So they're perfectly positioned to do it for themselves. The other thing is you have to be prepared to work long hours, and you have to be prepared to struggle a little bit in the beginning with the idea that over the long term, if you're successful, you will make a lot more money in your own business than you will working for other people. And that's really the goal.
One thing I found interesting on your website is your checkup list. I think a lot of people, they need a list to get them going. Can you explain that?
Well, a checkup list is something that everybody needs, whether you're a golfer and you want to make sure your swing is perfect, or you're a pilot and you're taking off, a checkup list helps you remember the basics of the process. So what we have is a checkup list for setting up a business, which includes how to incorporate, how to open a business account, whether or not you need a webmaster, whether or not you need an accountant, and when. Because there's certain things you need right away, and there's certain things that you'll need down the road as you become more successful. But the checkup list is always there. And the idea is that whatever you're good at, you should be doing that and not worrying about administration. So if you're a broadcaster and you have a broadcasting company like you do, you want to spend your time doing that. Having said that, you want to make sure that all of the elements are in place so that the foundation of your business is well established. And so you have a corporation, you have a bank account, an accountant, and all that stuff. It's there, and you know that now your job is to go out and be successful with your company.
Well, I think it's a wonderful resource. Thank you so much for being part of our show.
Well, thank you for having me.
The Los Angeles Angels and their fans do their part to fight hunger. We'll have the story coming up on California Life.
I am Audra Stafford here inside the Disney Cruise Line rehearsal facility. Right now, they're practicing Tangled the musical. I'll take you behind the scenes coming up.
Welcome back. Big news from Beverly Hills. Celebrity plastic surgeon Dr. Andrew Orden has discovered an anti-aging breakthrough called Fill and Freeze, and he's giving away 1 million bottles free.
I've spent nearly 30 years looking for an effective, instant breakthrough to reduce the appearance of wrinkles that can be applied topically instead of with surgery or invasive medical techniques. And I finally found it with Derm Exclusives Fill and Freeze.
Wow, I'm young again. I don't feel like an old lady. The lines are gone.
Oh my God, wow. I can't believe it. It looks really good. It gives you a whole new confidence.
It definitely took 10 years off. If I went to a dermatologist here in the city, I would pay $300-400 for this.
I know you're wondering what Derm Exclusive can do for you. Well, you don't have to wonder. You can order it right now and try it for yourself, absolutely risk-free. And here's how.
Call now during this special direct-to-consumer offer and you won't pay $120. Today, you can get your own instant results with Fill and Freeze for only $59. But that's not all. Today, we're taking another $20 off, so now you can get this instant wrinkle-removing miracle for the low price of only $39.95. And as part of our 1 million bottle giveaway, Dr. Orden is including a second $60 bottle of Fill and Freeze free. That's nearly $120 of Fill and Freeze for only $39.95. Dr. Orden will even include his micro-peel resurfacing pads, intensive repair serum, and collagen lift moisturizer, a $200 value, free. Order now and we'll even upgrade your order to express delivery. That's a $15 value, free. Plus, you even get to try it risk-free for 30 days with our money-back guarantee, but you must call to order. Call 1-800-619-1871. That's 1-800-619-1871. Order now.
The battle for a major league pennant is long, from spring training to the fall classic. But for nearly 400,000 Orange Countyans, hunger is a daily fight, which is where the Los Angeles Angels step up to the plate.
You know, people are very generous during the holidays, and that's wonderful. But hunger is most certainly something that happens all year round. And one of the things that we try to focus on is most certainly having special events during the summer. And having this Angels event most certainly allows us to get that extra food that we need during the summer.
At a July home series, hundreds of fans took advantage of the opportunity to donate non-perishable items, or just $10. In return, they received vouchers for tickets or a chance at some cool collectibles. But mostly, the Second Harvest Food Bank sees a community, including the Angels, willing to help.
Absolutely. I've been at the organization for a little over a year and seen a lot of generosity from those that, just want to give from the bottom of their heart, those that do their own special food drives at home, and then they'll bring it to our facility. And it's always really exciting to see those that donate directly. So for every dollar that is donated to the organization is able to provide 3 meals to someone in need. So for someone that's donating $5, we're actually able to provide 15 meals. And with the generosity of $10, we're actually able to provide 30 meals.
The in-season food drive is just part of the long-standing relationship between the Angels and the Harvest Food Bank. Their biggest event comes in the fall, hopefully after the Angels win the World Series.
The generosity of their staff has been really kind of overwhelming. We have this event with them during this time of the year in the summer, and then we also have a great event with the Angels groundskeepers that happens in November, and we get an outpour of fundraise dollars during that time of the year as well.
You can find the date for that event and other food drives on the net at feedoc.org. The food drive is actually just one of many programs the Angels support. For more info, visit their community webpage found at losangeles.angels.mlb.com. Bringing you the best of California from the Big A in Anaheim, I'm Brent Weber for California Life.
I'm Audra Stafford here at the Disney Cruise Line rehearsal facility in Toronto, where, as you can see from all of this stuff behind me, final preparations are now underway for Tangled the musical, which will soon be setting sail.
It's a dream come true for fans of Disney's hit animated movie Tangled.
And with every passing hour, I'm so glad I left my tower.
5 years after it hit the big screen, Tangled the musical is getting ready to hit the stage aboard the Disney Magic.
We've been able to take the film and adapt it beautifully onto the stage.
At the helm, executive creative director Donna Harrell, who spent 7 years launching new musicals at the Tony Award-winning La Jolla Playhouse.
I was able to work on Memphis. I was able to work on Hands on a Hard Body, Peter and the Starcatcher, Hunchback of Notre Dame. It's a gift that I've been given to be able to work on new musicals. And going from the Playhouse to here, it's almost been a seamless transition.
For the costumes, Harrell brought in Paloma Young, who won a Tony for her work on Peter and the Starcatcher.
I called her up and I said, would you be interested in this? And she said, Donna, my stepfather was one of the people that built Cinderella's castle. I love Disney.
The movie's legendary composer also jumped at the chance to work on this show.
It has 3 new songs by Alan Menken. And we've actually taken a bunch of the songs and kind of expanded them a little bit so that they have really exciting dance numbers.
Brought to life by award-winning choreographer Conor Gallagher.
What kind of challenges do you have in choreographing for a show that's going to go out on the water?
Well, you have to find performers that are very versatile because they do these shows in rep. So we search for dancers, triple threats who can sing, dance, and act. Hopefully swim as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Huh.
Gallagher and the cast showed me a few moves, and trust me that they make it look easy. It's not. Especially for David Colston Chorus.
My left front controls the back left, and vice versa, right?
The talented actor behind everyone's favorite police horse, Maximus.
To be a puppeteer would be like asking a dancer to get inside of another dancer's body to then learn how to dance again. You're having to learn how this puppet can do those same things.
Upstage.
From the puppetry to the props, launching this show is no small feat.
It's a long process, and for this one, it's going to be 2 years in the making.
But when the curtain goes up in November, Harrell says it's sure to be a hit. Bringing you the best of entertainment from Toronto, I'm Audra Stafford for California Life.
And that's it for us. If you missed any part of our show, go to our website, californialifehd.com.
Or watch us on our YouTube channel. Stay connected to our social media, like our blogs on Facebook. Follow our tweets on Twitter. And check out our posts on Instagram and Pinterest, where we bring you the best of California.